Hello, I am SunhatGT, and I'm a max rank for Legacy Inc. Currently our team is getting allegations from this guy named Gryphon VR and Crispy Calla. So basically, Gryphon quit his TikTok account, and then Crispy says, "Dude, you can't get mad. Your shit ain't going viral. You're not just trying. You're just attention grabbing now. You made your whole story about it. You created a video about it, and now you're here talking about it. You're blatantly attention grabbing." Which, by the way, just to let you know, that is not attention grabbing. That's just normal. And I said, "Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? You had no reason to say that shit." And then he says, "I have reason to say that." Which, alright, I'm a higher rank than him. I'm a max rank. And he tells me, and I tell him that he has no reason to say something like that. And he says that he has a reason to say that. Blatantly just not listening to me. By the way, this guy was a moderator, so I don't even know how this guy got to be a moderator. Sleepy says, "Doesn't mean you say that." And then Crispy says, "I say whatever I want." Which he just did it again. He just blatantly disrespected moderator. Or higher rank than him. Again. And then Crispy says, "Ratio, you bum," which now he's being rude to him. So yeah. I thought he was getting demoted, but he wasn't. Crispy left the server because he thought it was really stupid. And then Gryphon, one of his friends, came to defend him without even knowing the whole story. He joined our VC, and then he got really mad at me, Scorpion, and Patton VR because we striked the guy. And then Crispy left. We didn't ban Crispy. All we did was strike him like once, maybe twice. I forgot. And then he left. And Gryphon, still not understanding the full story, leaves the server in anger because his friend got apparently kicked off the server for saying ratio, which, by the way, that's not why. I'm pretty sure you can tell why because of what I just said earlier. So yeah, we lose 2 moderators for our server. And Gryphon actually has a TikTok account, which I said earlier, and for some reason he actually didn't quit. He went on a live and then on that live proceeded to say that, or no, one of his people in the chat, not Gryphon, but one of his fans, said that it pretty much set a death threat to Scorpion. I mean, like, you could take it as not a threat, just a joke, but basically what they said is that if their OC was real, they would spawn it on Scorpion and kill them. You could take that as a joke or a threat, but personally, I think saying that to someone without even knowing the full story is just insane. It wasn't Gryphon that said that, but it was one of the fans. But still, shame to you, fan. Not fan. And then the next stream he did, he said that saying F maggot, that word, the word that's maggot, but has an F, he said that, and he said that saying that is okay as long as there's no gay people around, which is absolutely insane, by the way. You cannot say that whatsoever. Like, no matter what. And, like, maybe, unless you're using it to, like, show why that word is bad, maybe you could use it in that context, but, like, in any other context, you cannot use that word. In that stream, he also says that every single game asset ever made in Legacy is made by AI, which also, it's not. He also says that Scorpion, 12 years old by the way, I've known him since 2nd grade, I've known him since 2nd grade. He's 12, almost 13. He says, Griffin says that Scorpion is a 17-year-old predator. 5, 6 years off, maybe? No, 4 or 5 years off, by the way. And I'm pretty sure Griffin knows. I'm pretty sure Griffin knows that Scorpion is not that old. Because, literally, in our Meet Our Staff, if you go to Scorpion, it literally says 12, about to be 13. Uh-huh. Alright. And then in that same stream, he joins our call, he comes back into the server, he joins our call, and we confront him. In one of the images that he showed us in the thing, he sent it to Sleepy, but unfortunately, Sleepy left our side for some reason. Oh yeah, let me block Sleepy, actually. Sleepy left our side and joined Griffin's side for some stupid reason. But basically, what happened is that Griffin sent a screenshot to Sleepy. It was basically this. It was basically, when this happened. Yeah. It was an image of this, but he made it thinner. And he put this thing in the corner of the screen. It was like, you know how when an app is in the corner of your screen, sometimes it makes this like square thing in the corner of your screen when it's off screen, but it has to be on screen in some way. I don't know if I'm that well at describing it, but basically he did that and covered up the swear words so he could victimize Crispy and himself. So he's basically lying to his viewers in a way. And he knows. He knows that too. But in that call, we all settle things down. We think the drama's over, and then that was 2 days ago. Now today, July 29th, 2026, Griffin decides to make a game copying ours. He copies the rules. He got high rank, I'm pretty sure a max rank. He did at a mid rank, which is pretty original, but it's not that original. He also literally says that Legacy Inc. is trash in his bio. And today, by the way, he told somebody that Legacy Inc. was made completely with AI, even though he already said the drama was over. So yeah, this guy is a blatant liar. This guy is really rude. This guy does not know his mistakes whatsoever. Hello? You just joined.
Me.
Dude, how long have you been there?
Just like for a couple minutes.
Oh. Okay. And just to recap everything, Crispy gets warned for saying rude stuff. Crispy leaves the server out of anger. Griffin gets mad at us. Griffin leaves the server out of anger as well.
Griffin streams. Griffin makes allegations. Griffin joins call. I explain to Griffin. Griffin leaves. Griffin streams again a couple hours later. Griffin joins call. Griffin feels guilty. Griffin says it's a plan. Griffin says he's reborn like Adopt Me pet. Griffin says, Griffin just leaves, and I ban him.
Okay. But to recap the allegations, he said that Scorpion was a predator, 12 years old, by the way.
I'm a predator.
Who's hiring minors because he likes minors, and is using those minors to make AI images and content for the game, which is just so wrong in so much ways. Because that is not even remotely correct.
Yeah,
The
bro.
only AI we've
You
ever
apparent.
used in the game is some images for game ideas, which by the way become 3D models.
It's never been in the game. It's only concept. It's only concept. We actually have very talented 3D modelers and developers and designers and people, and me. Not really.
But
Hello, it's
that's
me.
that's
It's
about
Barry.
that, dude. That's about all right now. So I'll keep you guys updated on the allegations if there's any more, which I'm expecting there is to be. But basically, join the Legacy Inc. server. Invite will be in the description, and goodbye. Oh yeah, by the way, ask questions in the comments if you have any.